ARA represents ag retailers of all shapes and sizes around the country here in Washington, whether it's private companies, family companies, cooperatives, every shape and size, every state in the lower 48. So there's a whole lot of issues that we get involved in. But fundamentally, we're in business to help the retailers comply with regulations and the rules that come out, but also have a profitable business so that they can serve the customer and be there tomorrow and next year and for the next 10 years to come. And so we get involved in a lot of regulatory issues that maybe indirectly will touch the farm, but they're critical in terms of having product available. The ag exemption on driver hours of service is one example, where if we can get flexibility there, which we have, and position fertilizer product in the chain or at the warehouse or wherever it needs to be, the retailer's in a better position to be able to deliver that product on demand to the grower that needs it. And so if that were not the case, the grower certainly would have a tougher time finding the product that they need.
It's a very busy part of the year in Washington, D.C., with Congress currently debating and figuring out what's going to be in this reconciliation package that's going through Congress right now. The House has already passed their version. The Senate is going through the committee process right now and trying to write text for what will be included. A large bulk of this package will be an extension of the 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. So a lot of those tax cuts that were implemented in the first Trump administration, which feels like a lifetime ago now, is being considered and will determine kind of what the tax landscape looks like. They've also merged a lot of other reauthorization bills and packages into this one piece of legislation so that things can be reauthorized and appropriations can be made. And part of the Farm Bill has actually been included in the House package. Whether the Senate package will include those different titles in the Farm Bill as well is yet to be seen. But it's certainly a busy time in Washington, and we're working to advocate on behalf of ag retailers, our members.
We and lots of other people have been working hard on Endangered Species Act compliance as it relates to pesticide applications. And that's important because all of the pesticide registrations that have been out there are under some sort of a challenge from environmental groups for not complying with the Endangered Species Act. And EPA was on the record a few years ago as saying, no, we haven't consulted with the services and we're not in compliance. So from our perspective, if we don't deal with this issue correctly and find a way that works for everybody, the portfolio of products that we use to control pests is at risk. So we got to get this right. And so we and others have been working with EPA's Office of Pesticide Programs to try to design the way they implement it so that we can all live with it and it accomplishes the goals that they have. And so they've established a kind of a pick list for people to choose practices from. And the farmer or the applicator will choose which ones they're going to use. Each one of them earns points toward being able to apply the product at the full rate with no buffers. And so if you get only partway up that scale, then you're going to have some kind of a buffer on the product use from the edge of the property, or you'll have a reduced rate, or you'll have some other kind of mitigation that you have to do just to stay in compliance. But because of work that we've done alongside with the EPA people, the way they've designed the system is that growers will get credit for conservation programs that they're involved in. They'll get credit for using a drift reduction adjuvant in the tank with the product, and a lot of the other things that they're already doing. So I think with this first label and with the ones that we expect to come, growers should be able, if they dot the I's and cross the T's, should be able to comply without a whole lot of extra effort.